Natalie, may I have a word with you? I only just now saw your text. Oh, I see. So you saw it kinda late then. Don't give me that! If you would like to come home, it'd be best to text me much earlier in advance to let me know. But I did. I tried calling too. But you just wouldn't respond, so I wound up texting Maya instead. And so I got permission to stay over from her. You do understand that she's your brother Thomas's wife, right? Meaning that you're her sister-in-law. Of course she's going to do her best to treat you well. It's her obligation. My, you're quite dense to not realize that. I mean, I am on some level aware of that, and I do feel bad. I don't mean for her to feel like I'm taking advantage of her. But due to some mishaps back at my company regarding reserving me a hotel to stay at, I actually don't have anywhere else to go. There is one place I can stay the next town over, but it's kind of far from my client, so it'd be inconvenient to have to commute between the two places back and forth. So please let me stay here for just 5 days. I'll leave as soon as my business trip is over. Well, it's not like I particularly mind. You still have your own room here, and it's not as if we're strangers. If that's the case, then there's no need to be that angry at me, right? And since I'm here for business-related reasons, I'll be gone most of the day working. So you don't have to worry about me one bit. You'll barely notice I'm here. Of course I must worry about you. You're my child, and as a mother, I want to treat you well when you're with me. Besides, I'm certain you eat nothing but garbage every day when you're living out there on your own, which does worry me greatly. So I need to make sure you get some good nutrients in before you go. I think calling what I eat garbage is a little much. I mean, it's not like I'm going out and eating from convenience stores all the time. I do cook for myself most of the time, and I try to make it healthy when I can. Oh, I do wonder about that. When you're all alone, you do have quite the habit of half-heartedly doing things without putting much effort in. Dear me, I ought to make something with a lot of vegetables for dinner tonight. I'm telling you, I'm fine. You don't need to go so far for me. Just make the stuff you usually do. Oh, right, I heard you were out at the theater watching a performance. Yes, that's right. And it was quite the spectacle. I thoroughly enjoyed my time there. It left me in a very good mood, so I was thinking about doing some shopping afterward, which I'm about to do now. As such, it'll be a little while longer before I come home. I have the day off today, so shall I go and pick you up? What? Are you certain? But you must be quite tired after driving such a long distance in that car of yours. You should rest. No, not really. I've had the chance to take a breather, so I'm able to go just fine. Then perhaps I shall take you up on that offer. Oh, how about we eat out for dinner tonight, then? I mean, I personally don't have a problem with that. But how about Maya? She said she had some things she needed to buy, so she's out right now. Should I wait for her to come back? Ah, don't fret. I'll text her myself. So do wait a moment. Got it. Oh, but then there's Thomas too, right? Don't worry about him either. He's on a long-term business trip right now. Oh, I see. Who would have thought you would both choose career paths that'd land you on business trips so often? It must be quite tiring moving about all the time. It's not all bad. Being on business trips doesn't change the fact that I'm still going to all kinds of places I would have never considered visiting before. And you know how I am. It's the unpredictability of these business trips and where I'll be taken next that drives me to keep this job instead of hopping from one to the other. Still, I do wish you'd finally be promoted to a higher position where you'll have more of a say in who moves where. As it stands, you're the one who gets bossed around everywhere. Yeah. Well, they say that patience is a virtue. Maybe one day it'll happen eventually. Only time will tell. Also, have you considered remarriage yet? It's been quite a while since your divorce at this point. What, is it that you have been unable to find a good man? Oh, well, I already married once and seen what it's like, so I think I'm kind of good. I figured out that I'm not missing much. What? Don't tell me you intend to spend the rest of your life all alone, then. Well, 'tis life. The idea of that doesn't bother me much. I'd rather be alone than risk another terrible marriage like last time. Oh, you're such a contrarian. Perhaps that personality of yours had something to do with your own divorce, hmm? You don't have to say something so mean like that. And my personality definitely had nothing to do with our divorce. You should know that. Certainly, I understand. Oh, would you look at that? Maya says we can go on ahead and enjoy ourselves. She'll also handle her own food herself for tonight. Oh? Well, I guess that settles it. I'll come over to pick you up then. I should pick up a souvenir to bring Maya before I get home, too. Oh, you don't have to. You shouldn't waste your hard-earned money like that. What? I don't think it's a waste, though. She might have accommodated me despite not actually wanting to, just because I'm her sister-in-law. I figured that maybe I should show my appreciation for her a little to make up for it. Well, fine, let's worry about that later. I'll be taking a bit of a breather in the coffee shop in front of the train station. So park your car nearby and come inside to see me. Cool. Got it. Hey, Mom. I got some plans to have dinner with my clients every night up until the day after tomorrow. So you don't have to worry about making me dinner until then. Understood. So around what time do you think you'll be coming home? If I had to take a guess, probably around 9:30 p.m. That's late. I suppose that means you'll be the last one to use the shower tonight then. Please do clean up the bathroom a little once you're out. Okay. Oh yeah, I had something I wanted to talk about regarding Maya. Oh dear. Did something happen between the two of you? Well, I haven't really seen her for a while, right? And up until now, I've only seen her face a few times. So maybe I'm overthinking things considering I never knew her that well in the first place. But I don't know. I feel like she's changed a little. Am I wrong? What makes you say that? Well, I feel like she's a little more curt toward me. Not that she's giving me the cold shoulder or anything. I don't think she's being intentionally mean. I don't know. I felt a sense of discomfort, I guess. Like she's uncomfortable being around me. Something just feels a bit off, you know? Is that not because you've decided to use our home as your makeshift hotel? Oof. So that's it, huh? I knew it. I completely understand. She's living with you, so it's her house too. And yet here I am, her sister-in-law, barging in out of nowhere. Of course it'd bother her. God, I feel so bad now. I need to make it up to her during the remainder of my stay here. I need to make it as comfortable for her as possible. And how exactly do you intend to do that for her? There's hardly enough time for you to do anything for her when you're out and about all day. All you need to do is finish up your work as soon as possible and quickly go home. That's the best you can do for her. Again, your wording is a little harsh, but I guess you are kind of right. Instead of awkwardly trying to interact and appeal to her when she might not even want me to do that, it might be better for me to just treat this as only a place to stay the night and go home quietly as soon as I can. Yeah, so don't bother doing anything else. You don't need to go the extra mile for a thing like her. Okay, I know. But hey, you guys are getting along together well, right? What's this all of a sudden now? I mean, she and Thomas have been living together with you even though that's not as common to do these days, right? In my previous marriage, we weren't even living together with my ex's mother and we were still ready to go at each other's throats at any second. I can't imagine if I did have to live with her. So I was just a little amazed at how long you guys could manage to live together. Well, of course it wouldn't go well in your case. You have such an uptight personality, so that will always be a problem no matter what you do. Luckily, not everyone's like you, so they can get along just fine with their mothers-in-law. Hey, Mom, that's a little out of line. You didn't have to say that. But you and Maya really are totally different. I do think Maya is a quiet and obedient young woman who's very thoughtful. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad. Just a reminder that in this day and age, there's a shortage of women willing to live with their mothers-in-law. So please treat her with the utmost kindness. She really is one in a million. Oh, you. I am doing that even without you telling me to do so. But you know, Maya has been acting a bit particular recently. What? You don't mean she changed only after I came here? Well, how do I put this? The truth is, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to cause you unnecessary stress. I didn't want you to have to worry about me. But I wonder if it'll be alright to let the cat out of the bag, so to speak. What? Now that you've said that much, of course I'm going to get curious. What is it? That Maya. She's begun to treat me with such cruelty. Huh? You have to be kidding me. Oh, believe me when I say that I wish I was. But I'm telling you, her personality and attitude completely changes when Thomas isn't here. Before, if I asked anything of her, she'd always follow my requests with a smile on her face. But now she mostly ignores me and gives me the cold shoulder. And it's not like you've been constantly requesting unnecessary and difficult things of her either. Of course, I wouldn't do such a thing. I wanted this to be resolved eventually, but I haven't managed to figure out how, so I didn't want to have to expose you to such a sorry state of affairs. I see. So that's why you were in such a panic at me coming home. I do wonder if I've done anything to have rubbed her the wrong way. But I really have been doing my best to avoid doing anything that might offend her enough to dislike me. Well, you do have the bad habit of saying far more than you need to, so it's possible you accidentally crossed the line at some point. Even so, isn't it a little too cruel to go so far as to ignore me? When she isn't willing to tell me what I've done to deserve it. When Thomas is here, she becomes normal again, so we're still somehow able to get by living together. But I'm certain she wants me to leave as soon as possible. But she just really doesn't strike me as the type of person to do that. Well, of course you'd think that. You wouldn't understand unless you've lived with her as long as I have. I mean, if you put it that way, I suppose I'm in no place to talk. But have you discussed this matter with Thomas? He does also live together with you two, right? What does he have to say? Of course I wouldn't like to do that. That'd be essentially admitting that I'm letting my daughter-in-law make fun of me. That's embarrassing. I wouldn't say she's making fun of you. And even so, I really don't think this is the kind of thing you need to be clinging to your own pride for. I feel like this could be one of those instances where a lack of communication could be the real cause of the problem. You don't have to be super confronting or anything. Just casually mention it or ask about it. No, it's fine. As long as I hold my tongue, all will be peaceful. Those two are doing me a favor by living together with me, and I really would like to not stir up a fuss. As someone in their old age, I'd much rather live with someone rather than by myself. Even if Maya treats me so coldly, I'm fine as long as I get to live with my son as well. I really don't think you need to push yourself so much. Besides, if you're living together while under a lot of stress, I think that'd make everyone involved unhappy eventually. If you really are that lonely, you could always live with me at my condo. I have plenty of room. No way! Why would I want to live with you when you have no plans for marriage or grandkids? Oh, I see. That's too bad. Well, since I'm here anyway, how about I casually ask Maya myself about what's been up? No! Don't go and do something out of line like that. You'll only cause me even more trouble. And that's not to mention how you being here is already a burden on Maya. But it's not like I'm going to be telling her that you're the one saying this stuff to me. I'll be talking as if it were all my own personal observations. Still, you best not do it. I don't want to drag someone outside of this household into this mess. Okay, fine, I got it. But really, don't push yourself too much. If you have something that's bothering you, the least I can always do for you is lend you an ear. Oh, Natalie. As I thought, you should always value your own daughter over someone else's. Well, that's a bit mean to say. If that's how you think, you might be subconsciously letting it show through your actions. And, actions speak louder than words. What's the problem? It's not as if I'm saying this to Maya herself. Besides, I'm sure Maya herself feels that she prefers her own parents over someone like me. Well, I suppose most people do feel that way, yes. Oh, sorry. I have to get back to work soon, so I need to go. I understand. Do your best. And do contact me when it seems like you're about ready to go home. Hi, Maya. Sorry for contacting you so late. Are you still awake?
Good evening, Natalie. Yes, I am.
I know it's a bit late to be saying this, but I really am sorry for barging in here all of a sudden. I'll only be here for the next 2 days or so, and then I'll be out of your hair. So please bear with me for a little longer. Oh, right! And I bought you some souvenirs today, so feel free to eat it tomorrow as a snack or something.
Thank you, Natalie. But you really don't need to be so considerate of me. I mean, this is your mother's house, and it's where you grew up. So you take it easy and don't concern yourself over me.
Thank you. Also, there's been something that I've been wondering about for a while now. Will you be willing to hear me out?
Yes, that's fine. What is it?
Well, over the past several days that I've been here, I've noticed you entering the storage room a lot. And when you do go inside, you often don't come out for a really long time, so it's had me wondering for a while now. It's still pretty cold over here at night, right? So what are you doing in the storage room every night?
Well, it's a little hard for me to say.
Oh, were you engaging in a pastime hobby that you don't want my mom to see? So you're hiding it from her? She can be pretty judgmental when it comes to things like that, so I understand. So don't worry, I won't tell a soul.
That's actually where I go to sleep at night.
Huh? But I'm pretty sure you have a proper bedroom in the house.
Technically, yes, and I do get to use it when Thomas is home.
Wait, hold on. So that means whenever Thomas is out for business trips, you have to sleep in the storage room even though you have a perfectly good room of your own?
That's right.
And, sorry if this is a really stupid question, but I have to make sure. But it's not like you're sleeping in the storage room because you actually want to, right?
Yeah, I don't.
So that only leaves one explanation. Was it what my mom ordered you to do?
I'm sorry.
What are you apologizing for? You've done nothing wrong. My mom's the one who's 100% in the wrong here.
No, that's not true. She wouldn't be treating me this way if I wasn't completely useless. I can't fulfill my duty properly as a wife, and that's why I deserve this.
No way. You don't deserve this at all. You're perfectly fine as you are. And honestly, I can't imagine that you've done anything to deserve my mother giving you those kinds of orders. That's weird of her to do no matter how you look at it. I'd really like to hear more about this in detail. Could you do that for me?
But if she finds out, I don't know what she's going to do.
Don't worry. If things come down to that, I'll definitely protect you no matter what. Although I doubt we'll be able to talk in person right now. And I have to be at work tomorrow, too.
Please don't push yourself. But really, I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me. I no longer have a place to go home to anymore. This is the only place I have left to call home.
What? But you still have your parents, right? I really think it's a good idea for you to take refuge there.
Well, my parents don't care one bit about me nor my well-being. They're selfish. Even if I tried to go back to them, they'd probably tell me to go right back home.
I didn't realize that's the sort of situation you came from. Okay, I think I'm getting the picture. At any rate, leave all this to me. I won't let any harm come to you. Maya, haven't you been getting on your high horse a bit too much recently? The past several days, in fact. What, have you been spoiled by the fact that my daughter is just so nice? You two go out to eat together and you're slacking on your household duties. What exactly is the meaning of this? What makes you think you can act like that? What are you talking about? All we did was go out to hang out together. Last I checked, that's not a crime. Excuse me! The sheer nerve you have! Listen up! My daughter has already gone back home. Do you understand what that means? Now you have no one left here to protect you. And why exactly do you think that? Shouldn't it be obvious? Thomas is always out on his little business trips, leaving the two of us alone in this house all the time. And your own parents have thrown you out to the docks to fend for yourself, and you don't have anywhere to return to anymore. And, my, if you happen to act a little out of line and I say a thing or two to Thomas, he'll dump you in a heartbeat. I see. I understand now. So that's how she was backed into a corner like that. And you took advantage of that. You really are a trashy old hag. Excuse me! Why, you insolent woman! Don't think I'll let that attitude off scot-free! Hurry up and finish your shopping and come home at once! I'll really let you have it. Know your place, you wretch, since you've clearly forgotten it. Maya won't be going back there ever again. What's that? This is Natalie, not Maya. Maya isn't out shopping at all. I've actually taken her home with me. Huh? You're... Natalie? What is this? Is that really you? What's the meaning of this? That's right. I'm currently having Maya take refuge at my house considering the squalor she's been living in up until now. Mom, you've really been doing such cruel things to her. I knew you could be a little strict, but this is going beyond just being strict. You were being horrendous. Oh no, Natalie. This isn't what you think. She was just being a little bit too defiant toward me, so I was giving her a warning. You mustn't jump to such serious conclusions like that. It truly isn't that serious. You consider this only a warning? That's rich. No matter how you look at it, you've been tormenting her, and this is just an example of that sort of behavior. Also, don't blame Maya for this either, because she wasn't the one who talked to me about this of her own volition. I just happened to spot her going into the storage room and I asked her about it. And based on what she told me, I realized you were probably tormenting her all this time. How dare you deceive me all this time? I can't believe you! Natalie, please, calm down and hear my side of the story, please, before you let that anger rush to your head and cloud your judgment. Okay, dear. You do remember how I told you that Maya has been quite cold to me recently, didn't I? So I thought I had to stand my ground some and force myself to act all high and mighty, so she doesn't step all over me. At any rate, I have my reasons. I wasn't doing it all just for fun, you know. Mom, I hope you know that I didn't hack Maya's WhatsApp account or anything. I'm currently sending you these messages on her WhatsApp from her phone directly. That means I have access to all of your messages with her up until now, and I've looked at them. And I know you've been tormenting her in secret for a long time now. But I'm not lying about her giving me the cold shoulder. That part is undoubtedly true. Who the hell wouldn't want to keep their distance from you when you treat them like this? When Thomas is out of the house, you force her to sleep out in the storage room for literally no good reason when she has her own bedroom. And you dump basically all the household chores onto her on top of that. And the streams of insults you inflict on her are just too horrendous. Even if she does give you a little bit of the cold shoulder, there is no reason you should be going this far. If you ask me, you're literally just as bad as my former mother-in-law. Do you understand how serious that is? Oh, you! Don't you dare lump us together. You can't compare the two of us. From my perspective, I can. You're literally exactly the same. Maya isn't the type to complain, and you took advantage of that. You're the one who got all full of yourself and got carried away. And I'm not going to let you just get away with it. I've already told Thomas all about this. What? Don't act surprised. Of course I'd do that. Besides, I wanted to know myself. I was worried that he was like my last husband and was refusing to protect her, and I wanted to know if he was like that too. But no, he truly and honestly had no idea any of this was happening in the first place. And as I hoped, he was absolutely furious. Natalie, please! Tell him that it was just a misunderstanding. Please! I'll apologize to Maya! Why do I have to do something like that? This is all your own fault. If you didn't want me to tell on you, then you shouldn't have given me a reason to in the first place. It is literally not hard to not torment someone. But if you tell him, I won't be able to live together with them anymore. I don't want that. Anything but that. I don't want to have to live all alone again. You're the one who did that to yourself. Do you realize just how much Maya has worked in order to get you to recognize her? She wanted your approval. Yet you took advantage of her and treated her terribly. That's why things are turning out like this now. I'll apologize. So please, tell Maya that for me. I will never treat her poorly ever again. So please, forgive me for what I've done. The fact that you think you can be forgiven instantly by crying and apologizing at Maya's feet means you haven't actually reflected on your actions. You're just sorry you've been caught. And you know Maya's too nice to do anything but accept it. Thomas was saying this himself, but he's going to stop living together with you. And until the two of them find a new house, they'll be living together with me for the time being. No, Natalie! Please! Forgive me! I did acknowledge Maya as my daughter-in-law. So just because I said a few harsh words doesn't mean I didn't. But that's not what you told me before. You've changed your story. Look, you haven't forgotten about the exact reason why I got divorced, right? You know it's because my mother-in-law was tormenting me, right? So I know from experience that the victim who gets dealt the blow never forgets. Maya was so kind and considerate, and she worked so hard to be acknowledged by you. Yet you didn't care. It was all a waste. And I don't want to acknowledge you as my mother if you're willing to do that to her. So live on your own from now on, reflecting on your own actions and regretting them. I'm so sorry. But as a mother, my son is very dear to my heart. If I'm told that I cling too much to my children and that I can't let them go, I'd be guilty as charged. That means I didn't intentionally pick on Maya just because of who she was. So what then? Instead of hating her for being herself, you hated her just because she was Thomas's wife? That's an incredible excuse. As if that makes you look literally any better. Also, the fact you said something like that to me, your own daughter, is actually incredible. You're giving me secondhand embarrassment, so stop talking. Goodbye. Natalie, wait! Please, I'm begging you! Listen to what your old dear mother has to say. I don't acknowledge an old hag who torments others as my mother. Go out and sleep in that storage room. Do everything that you made Maya do at least once and realize how you've been making her feel. Once you do, then maybe I'll be willing to actually hear you out. But until you do, I don't care what you have to say. But Natalie, you're my actual biological daughter, aren't you? Couldn't you at least stand to think from your own mother's perspective? At least a little. You do know about my uptight personality, right? That means I'm not nearly as nice as that daughter-in-law of yours. My brother came back home from his business trip and immediately talked my mom's ear off about what she's done, criticizing and scolding her. And of course, he kept his word about no longer living together with her. After staying with me for a short while, Maya and Thomas managed to find a new place to live, and they've been living there ever since. Now all alone, my mother became extremely dispirited, and she basically became a hermit. Additionally, Thomas seemed to have told her that he no longer wanted anything to do with her anymore. So even if the two eventually have a child, they probably won't ever be seeing her. I'm sure she's in agony over what she's done, but I doubt there's literally any room for sympathy toward her. She got what was coming to her. All communications between my mother and Maya after I found out went through me first. So thanks to that, I think that took a big weight off of Maya's shoulders. My mother can no longer harm her. And if my mom ever does try something again, I will definitely punish her. After the three of them stopped living together, Maya began to look almost as happy as the day she looked the day of their wedding. And even now, she occasionally comes to see me. She really is a kind and good individual, so I'm glad I realized my mom was tormenting her sooner rather than later. It might be true that my mother may have been driven by some of her motherly instincts, but none of that is a good excuse as to why she should be tormenting Maya, who hadn't done anything wrong. I'm sure every couple and family out there has their fair share of problems. That's a given fact of life. But there's at least one less mother-in-law from hell in this world now. That's certainly worth celebrating. I pray that the two of them remain happy for the rest of their lives, and I intend to support them in every way I can from here on out. Thanks for watching! If you made it this far, give this video a like and subscribe to see more content just like this. Also, don't forget to leave us your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you think? Be sure to let us know. We're looking forward to your responses. See you next time!